Oh hi! Welcome to my new shack again. As you probably notice right now is I have completed what I wanted to do. That means I found myself a TS2000. And also there is a Kenwood TS590 right over there. So let me explain what happened. I was actually looking for those radio on the used market. And what happened is I found someone that had a kit for sale. And the kit was the Kenwood TS590S with a matching power supply, which is the PS60. It's a switching power supply, but it's not sold in Canada. So this guy has that for sale. And he also had an SP23 external speaker. And the Kenwood, right here, the Kenwood headset that came with it. So I did a trade-in with another radio with that guy, so I got the kit from him. A few days later, I have a TS2000 that came out and was available, so from one of my friends. It's actually the same guy who sold me the TS990 a year and a half ago. So I bought the TS2000 from him. So now I have the complete kit. I was supposed to resell the TS590 after I got all the accessories that I wanted for the TS2000, but decided to wait. Maybe I'm going to put it on the 6-meter band because I like this radio and the trade was fairly good, so maybe I will keep it. We'll see. And it all depends on my wife. So if you saw the post on Facebook, on the Kenwood group Facebook last week, there was a lot of comments about this when my wife told me, well, there's no place for no more radio on the shelf. But I just told her there's always room for more radio. I can actually stack up some shelf above this one, so that's not a problem. But for now, at least, there's enough radio. The TS2000 that I have here, I also found on the Amfest yesterday. There was an Amfest here locally, and I found another SP23. So I got two speakers that match. I got the matching power supply and also have the TS590. So it's pretty nice. Very happy again. You know, what can I ask more? This is a great looking shack and great functional shack. As well, this video is mainly about all the cabling and the wiring behind the desk. If you look behind the desk here, you can't see any wire, and that's the wall behind, you know, it's not hidden or something. The same thing in the bottom of the desk, and it's very clean, but let me tell you, there is a lot of wire back there. And I did, you know, just manage all the cable. I used some Panduit cable to put the extra cable in there, and I needed to be able to pull the desk without, you know, breaking something. So everything is made that I can pull the desk and there's no problem. You know, all the wire will come and I will have a few feet behind the desk to work. And if you look in the bottom, the wire will, you know, just be hanging over there. So I'm very happy with the result. I also, in my last video, all the equipment here were not connected because I didn't have the time to complete. This is very complex, and people were asking me what are all those gear. Well, I live on in the city, and what happened here is I have a lot of electrical noise, plasma television, stuff like that. So I use this Deluxe MFG Deluxe noise cancelling signal system, and what I use is a receiving antenna, and I'm also have the amplifier here, and I operate between 1200 and 1300 watts. So I have some relays in the back, some big like 12-volt relays that I use to put the receive antenna into ground. And when I TX, all those things here as relay, and I can, you know, I put everything to ground, so I will not have any RF back in the shack or damage anything. I also have switches, so I can switch those here in HF as well, so I can use it, and I can actually use the receive output for the RX antenna input and output from the TS990 to feed another receiver. So this is very good as well, depending what you want to do. And I have the DX Engineering RTR1A. If you look in the manual, if you go on their website and download, you're gonna see you can do a lot of stuff with this thing. This is a must in the shack. It's something that I bought in Dayton in 2013 and I don't regret it at all. This thing, my shack's gonna change over time, equipment's gonna be changed, but this gonna stay here. It protects my main receiver actually from returns or whatever if I use another HF radio in the shack. It also feeds the RX onto the TS590. And I can use all that, you know, to phase out the noise that I get before it gets into the radio. So what I have is the MFJ 1026, and I use here a pre-selector for the antenna because it's just a long wire, about half wave of 80 meters. So I can tune it on some other band and to make sure that I have a good input to phase out the noise. So it's working very well. I have my DV4 home and I have my wire X nod here, all my HT over there. Maybe you can see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just turn a little bit. There you go. So you're gonna see here the HT that I have. I have another DMR over there, power supply in the back that's feeding. Also the people over there where I have my nod link with the DV4 Mini in C4 FM up there. And the PC over there is the wire X. So that's about the shack, the amplifiers over there as well. And if you look in the back, you're gonna see that this table is very nice because this leg here, I can tie wrap some wire behind. So the tiring up the wire, what happened is that you can't see very much wire, and it's very neat. And also this can be moved, so it doesn't matter if it's thick in the back. So, you know, I have a little bit of space, and that's okay. Also in the middle of the shelf, here in the back of the second shelf, what I have is a plate that I drilled hole. If you look at my past video, you're gonna see that when I built the shelf. And all the wire are managed behind there. And everything that gotta go down, well, it's going behind the leg, and it is tie wrap. The only wire you can see when you stand up and you look on top of the shelf, you're gonna see the wire behind those radio, of course. Also, it was a little bit too high. So what happened is when I was sitting down, I didn't have the display and you know, correctly in my face. You know, I can see that the TS2000 is not in focus, but I'll show it to you after that. But the angle that I have now is I just put a small piece of pine wood, you know, that's like 3 feet long, and I just incline a little in the back of the radio are on that shelf, on that piece of wood that you can see in the video, and this gives me just the right angle so I can see the displays correctly on my side. So it was, the speaker are not long enough to have the same angle, but that's okay, you know, just for the display, and the tuner as well was the same thing. I could have shortened out this shelf, you know, to get rid of the spare space here. So, but anyway, I prefer to have some room over the TS990 so it can, you know, breathe and it won't be too warm. So that's about the new shack. Also, I did put here, I bought this to hold 2 monitor, but it didn't fit well in that shelf. Actually, it didn't fit at all, so it was not possible. I used only one arm and put the monitor here. I got a monitor switch over there, so I can switch between the people on that side, and I can play with DSDR play or go on the web while I'm doing radio with this. And also I can switch to my server, which is on the other side, so if I have the configuration to do. One of the next steps that I'm going to do is probably get a dryer to put this under there, so I will have room in front of the radio. Remember, my past shack, I didn't like it because I didn't have any room to route anything, but I'm going to do this for, like I did on the other side here, you know, the dryer, and put a dryer over there. Also got out my bug. It's been a long time since I played with it, so got it out. Maybe I'll start that over as soon as I get a chance. So that's about it. So hope you like it, and as usual, go in the comment, do a like, and please subscribe to the channel as more project is to come. I'm going to show you how I did for my PTT here for the TS2000 using this boom mic. So this is a small project, I did that in the past, so I will show you that as well, and how to build a low-cost PTT switch for your radio. So hope you enjoy. Don't forget, subscribe, and see you soon. 73s.